joining us for this Battle of the Michaels 10-minute match on Open Field Masters to see who gets to keep their name. We've got MikeC and MikeC with us today. I'm Dr. McDonald and I'll be commentating along with The Evil. It'll be an interesting challenge to commentate on this map. So we'll go to MikeC first. What brought around this grudge match of the names?
I've played in Season 1 of ELTP, no problems there. Season 2 comes round, I see some with MikeC. His name's just way too similar to my name, so I think let's have a grudge match. Lose has to change their name.
MikeC, what are your views on this? I mean, you just came in, registered a name, and found out it was already taken almost. What do you think?
I first wanted to take the name Michael, but that was already taken, so I just put it as C at the back of it. Then I joined for playing in the league, and I saw someone called MikeC, so yeah.
So it's MikeC. Have you got any ideas of if you do lose, what you're going to change your name to?
If I do lose, there's a suggestion in the thread which was Jack Lame, so I think I'll just go for that.
And MikeC, any thoughts?
I think something like MikeC or something.
And if you could just clarify the rules, because you two have arranged this between yourselves, so just for anyone watching, what the actual rules of the game are.
Okay, it's a 10-minute map, which is on Open Field Masters. The person with the most hold time wins.
Very good. And you're playing, well, is it a 10-minute game you'll be playing, or are you just going to get in there and just count down from whenever we start?
I think the plan's to be 10 minutes.
Cool.
Well, when we start the game, it's actually going to be 12 minutes.
So, do you want to play 12 or 10? It's completely up to you.
We can stop it too.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep, stop at 2.
Are we about ready to Evil?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool.
Could you wait a minute?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll let you know when I'm in
Cool.
trouble.
Can people hear us this time, Pescus?
Yes, they can. But they can't see us.
They can't see us, okay.
I don't know which one is worse.
MikeC, have you played any Open Field Masters yet? How have you found the map?
Yeah, practiced a bit yesterday, practiced a bit today. It's a definite challenge. It's a lot different to what you'd normally expect. It's quite a small space as well. But it's a lot of fun.
Are you normally offensive or defensive player? Where do you think your strengths lie?
Mainly offensive.
And MikeC, have you practiced the map?
Yes, I did yesterday and today.
How have you found it?
It's just weird because it's not what I'm usually doing in the maps. So yeah.
And Michael, are you normally offense or defense?
Mostly offense.
So we've got two offensive players going against each other. Should be a very good game. And we are about ready. Pescus, how are we doing with that stream video?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, Devil, if you can give us a link and we can all get going. And Mike and Michael, if you maybe want to go up to match 2 so you don't hear me just talking crap the whole time.
Okay, this is for the players. Let me get the stream link. There we go.
Black magic is this?
And
it looks like they are just off. MikeC grabs and MikeC immediately pops him, and we're underway. So, Devil, I mean, have you played this map already?
Yeah, I played it a few times, and it's really different to anything else you played because you just have 1 versus 1. You can't run away anywhere.
So, as an offensive player, how do you find it? Obviously, juking is kind of your strong point. So, how is it on this map, though?
Well, it's fun juking around, but the problem is once you lose the flag, you have to go into total defense mode and just read the player totally. And if you're playing against a good offensive player, that's really hard to do.
So MikeC wraps up. MikeC, we'll use names Mike and Michael. Michael racking up a good 30 seconds there. Mike finally got him and just currently juking around the middle nice and slow. MikeC gets an early return and he's taking an early lead here, 35 seconds to 19 at the moment. I was looking at these two guys' stats earlier. MikeC with a much better win percentage, with a 60% win percentage overall. MikeC lagging behind with a 44 win percentage. As I'm sure we'll see here, stats probably won't be everything in this game. MikeC getting a good return there, and he needs to catch up. He's 30 seconds behind at the minute, so he needs a good hold time on this one. Devil, have you played much with Mike or Michael?
No, I haven't played much with either of them, so I don't know what to expect of this. But it looks like MikeC is having an upper hand really right now.
Yeah, a lot of mind games come into this map. It seems to be one where you kind of get used to what your opponent's going to do. But MikeC really needs a good hold time. Again, he's 30 seconds behind. He really needs to kind of close that gap before it gets away from him. As he hanging around the middle to give himself the most space that he can at the minute. But I think the key is to not get forced into a corner almost, isn't it? That's usually when you seem to end up going down.
Well, that's one of the interesting parts of this map, really, because even if you're in a corner, the defender always have to read you a little bit, because otherwise you can get straight out of there in 1 second.
And neither player, as they are offensive players, I mean, neither player managing to hold the flag for very long so far. I mean, when I played this map, I found it was actually more difficult to get it back. I was playing against Mpudi, and I was able to hold it for a while. But I guess with both players being offensive players, they seem to be, I don't know, they just seem to be getting it back a lot quicker than I might expect. MikeC really does need to close the gap, which he has. MikeC hasn't taken the lead now. He's 1:20 compared to MikeC's 1:14. And I think we'll be playing until the 2-minute mark. If someone can let the players know, we'll stop at the 2-minute mark. Can we type in this, Steve, or will they see it or not?
No, we can't type in this.
Okay, well...
So we're going to have to trust them to do the right thing.
But very, very close matchup in this battle. What's been dubbed Battle of the Michaels. Both players on 1:29 of hold time, with MikeC taking the lead, getting pinned in that top corner. He just gets away from Mike, and Mike will be disappointed with that overcommit, and he's got him in another corner, but he makes no mistake on the second time. And this game is really looking like it's a close one. Neither player wanting to lose their name, and along with it, their reputation. And both players could see it quite fine. Some jukes going past each other with just pixels. I mean, I don't know what you found when you've played defense, Devil, but I found personally that it's, as you get them cornered, it's almost about not pressing anything at all, and just not giving not giving people the opportunity to get away.
Yeah, you kind of have to wait, but if you wait 1 split second too long, they're suddenly on the other side and away. So it's you really have to time everything perfectly.
And MikeC doing some brilliant, he's just staying away from MikeC. Nice feint there, slowed down. That looked like he was changing direction, but then continued in the same way. But MikeC finally gets a return, but he's behind by a good 36 seconds here. He's got about 5 to 6 minutes left, and he needs to really get some good hold time to give himself an advantage here. Both players probably start to feel attention, but MikeC hits back straight away. And if MikeC can get a good hold time here, he could put this game to bed. Quite early on. He's about 30 seconds ahead now, but MikeC hits back immediately. Both players failing with their jukes. And I think a lot of this is really about getting in your stride when you've got the flag and just start getting a feel for the other player. A lot of mind games involved, really.
Yeah, a lot of mind games, and especially when you get past 3 minutes played. It's not about your defensive or offensive ability anymore. It's about being able to read the other player.
I find that almost, as people juke as a defender, I mean, you have to do this in the game sometimes as well, but you've really you see them juke and you've kind of got to keep heading in the direction you're heading sometimes, which is the opposite direction to where it looks like they're going. And then you end up getting the return, which usually in gameplay can be quite risky because, you'll overcommit and miss them. But on this map, it doesn't matter so much. I mean, if we look at the times now, MikeC taking the lead. He's got 35 seconds on MikeC, and time is ticking down. MikeC really needs to get this flag and get a good hold in. Oh, he goes, he overcommits, and Mike jukes away from him and puts daylight between them, giving himself a really good shot here. He's just hanging around the middle. MikeC really needs to get him forced into a corner. He overcommits again, and MikeC is really taking a formidable lead here. Oh, he's missed him by pixels again. MikeC, the frustration coming through as he overcommits, and you can see that, you can tell the fear of losing his name is seeping through as MikeC takes a full minute lead. And it's going to take something special from the red ball here to get back into this game. He really needs a return. He gets the return. And what can he do? He's 1:10 behind. He's still got time, but he needs a really good hold time here. MikeC needs to get this flag back early. He's being forced into a corner early on as MikeC, and Mike takes the flag back. And MikeC is going to be laughing right now, thinking he's got his name safe. It's going to take something special. I mean, it's going to take really something special from the red ball here to get back into this game. I mean, Dave, what has been the difference between the two players?
I think we're kind of seeing that the stats make a difference right now because MikeC, as you said, has the higher win percentage, and I think
Great.
he just has more experience with this, and once he got warm, he's just been juking all over the place and been able to read MikeC pretty well.
Yeah, he seems to have picked up on MikeC's moves a lot quicker than MikeC has picked up on Mike. I mean, and as MikeC picks up, he is a full minute and 40 seconds behind. So we're talking. It really needs to, and MikeC immediately getting the return. I mean, we've got about 3 minutes left on this map, but it almost looks dead and buried for MikeC, who will not be known as MikeC anymore. Is what it's looking like. MikeC really getting the read of his opponent here. He's pinned in the corner and he manages to get away. Fantastic by MikeC. And you should, I mean, when you've got your opponent pinned down within one square in the corner, you really shouldn't let them get away. And what looks like a very close game from the start with a minute 30 each has suddenly MikeC has run away with it and is almost embarrassing MikeC. But good shoot by MikeC there, but MikeC recovers well. And I mean, I don't really see it getting turned around here, do you, Devil?
Not right now, but these games have a tendency to all of a sudden something clicks for the other player and he just knows exactly what to do.
Oh, and he gets past him by a pixel there. And MikeC really needed that return. MikeC really needed that return. Things just not going his way. I mean, there was barely daylight between the two balls. And he finally gets a return. He needs a good hold. He needs to pull something out of the bag. He is a full 2 minutes behind. He's going to take something special, but sometimes that's what's needed in Tag Pro. Can he do it here? He's getting pinned in the corner, though. Mike not overcoming. Oh, but he's missed him by a pixel. And that'll give MikeC a good boost, and he gets away again. Can he hold on to this flag? Can he give us something special in these final minutes? We're playing till roughly 2 minutes. I think the players themselves are keeping track, so there might be a minute 45 left. And MikeC is going to need most of that whole time, but he gets pinned in the corner by MikeC. And MikeC racks up 5 minutes, which gives him over half of the 10 minutes. So it should be a win for MikeC there. But let's see if MikeC can, finish with pride and keep it maybe at a second win. That would be quite impressive. But it looks like MikeC has taken the victory here.
Yeah, I think MikeC has been playing a little bit better than MikeC the last 2 minutes, but MikeC got a long period with the flag early on, and I think that's been decisive for this game.
Yeah, I mean, he got the read of his opponent a lot quicker, and MikeC has got wise to it. Maybe in another match it'd be a lot closer, but I don't think we're going to see that here. But he's doing admirably here. He's up to the 4 minute marks. So whatever happens, he's not done. He's redeemed himself towards the end, little as it's actually mattered in the end result. But well played by both players.
Well, if he keeps the flag for the next 40 seconds, we'll be seeing him only 13 or 14 seconds behind MikeC in total hold time. So, I mean, it's been a really even game if that happens.
If he holds on to this back for another 30 seconds, that's
a pixel perfect juke.
Yeah, he gets returned, but he's managed to get that up to 4:30. Within 30 seconds, the game's over because there'll have been 10 minutes of hold time total. And so, very well done there. I mean, he's going to finish with 30 seconds, if that short of keeping his title. So I'll be very disappointed with that. But MikeC had that brilliant hold time in the middle, and that is that my maths is bad. That should be timed 2-1, and that is a full 10 minutes played.
2 minutes.
Are we playing the next 2 minutes? Are both players playing on? They don't seem to be stopping. Are they going the full 12? A risky play if that's what they decided to do, especially from MikeC. He could really throw it away here if he carries on. If they decided 10 minutes and they've just lost track, then MikeC has kept his name. But MikeC could fight back here if they decide to play for the full 12 minutes and they're not looking at the clock. He is currently less than a minute behind. If you remember, he was a full 2 minutes behind earlier. But he's pinned in the corner. He nearly gets away, but MikeC gets a return. MikeC just waiting patiently, seeing if he's coming for him. And I think they are going to play the full 12 minutes.
I think it's a little bit too patient there. Just waits for him to return him.
MikeC is 44 seconds behind, and we saw him hold for that long. There's a minute 10 left, and if he can hold for the most of that time, but he's getting pinned in the corner here, and MikeC just gets the return, and he sits in the top corner, but he decides to get out this time. MikeC needs a return. He needs a return badly. He is coming up to the point of no return. 53 seconds ahead is
Yeah,
Mike C now,
that's
but
it.
Michael C, there's not enough time. But this game has been incredibly close. Sorry for anyone that was wanting more hype. It's quite difficult to get hype on a map like this. But yeah, both players done very well. So Mike C is going to retain that name, retain his reputation. Michael C, what did he say he wanted to change his name to?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the interview.
I thought it was
after.
something like Big Mike or Big Mac. I hope not Big Mac. That's too confusing with me. I'll have to do one of these matches with him, and I'll lose Dr. McDonald, and that'll be upsetting.
I think you're a household name by this point. So.
Household name, Jesus. And Mike C
You're
taking
tagged
his...
for famous, actually.
And as we come into the dying seconds, Mike C with a 6-minute 30-plus hold time has over a minute on Michael C. Well played by both players. Michael C takes it with 6 minutes 34 hold time. Michael C with 5 minutes 23. Very good game by the players, but Mike C with that period in the middle really dominating the player formerly known as Michael C. Let's go talk to the players and see what they think about the game. Mike C, well played. Six
Thank you.
minutes 30 plus hold time in the end compared to 5 minutes 30. So Michael C, I mean, the question is, commiserations. What's your name now? Because we can't call you Michael C anymore.
I think it's going to be MikeC. I'm going to change it now. I'm going to see if it actually works. But yeah, it's going to be MikeC or something.
So we've got Mike C and MikeC here. So guys, how did you find the game?
It was pretty
Challenging.
It was.
Yeah.
So Mike, where do you think you had the advantage? Mike, not MikeC,
Sorry.
Mike.
Yeah. You're not Mike anymore, Michael.
I think I had a few good jokes. I was managed to predict a couple of times, which definitely helped. But it was close. I think he had about a minute hold at one point, which got kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, MikeC. I mean, I think there was you just couldn't chase down Mike C, and that was the deciding factor in the end. I mean, how frustrating it is when you're chasing for so long in such an important game.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, and especially because he's bluffing a lot. He's going to move right, but then he's going to move left, and I'm already going right. So yeah, then I'm losing him, and I have to re-catch him, and I'm losing a lot of time with that.
But you fought back very well, MikeC. Mike, was there a point where you started to get really worried that actually it was going to swing back in his favour?
Yeah, some points.
Mike,
Oh,
Mike,
God damn it.
not MikeC. He's not Mike
Sorry.
anymore. So Mike C, were you worried that he was going to swing back? Because you had a great hold time in the middle of the game. It was about even. You were about 1 minute 30 each of them. Mike C really had a great hold time and had 2 minutes ahead, a full 2 minutes ahead.
Oh,
But
wow.
then MikeC came back a bit. Did you start to get worried at one point, Mike C?
I did, yeah, especially during that minute hold I spoke about. I was getting quite worried about it's getting near the end. I don't want to, lose it here. I'm trying to chase him, trying to predict, and playing quite aggressive at times, I think.
There was a time where actually the 10 minutes had gone. You had 5 minutes and a second hold time, Mike C. So we were like, you're the winner. But then you riskily played on and actually gave MikeC a way back into the game, which unfortunately he couldn't take. But finished very close in the end, considering how long the game went on. Very enjoyable game. Well done to both of you. Commiserations, though, MikeC, as you will now be known. But
I already changed the name, so that's going.
So at least no one's taken MikeC. Maybe I hope you've not taken someone else's name, otherwise it's going to be another death match.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we'll wrap it up there, guys. Region Wars is starting in 35 minutes, so we'll see a lot of you hopefully taking part in that. Thanks to Mike C, thanks to MikeC, big thanks to Devil for joining me in the commentary box, and obviously to Pescus for the stream.
And
Goodbye,
thank you, Dr.
everybody.
McDonald.
Be seeing you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See ya.
guys.
Bye-bye, everyone.